It's that time of week to look over some top plays. It's our favorite things, brought to you by Frisch's. Best effort of the week, Canadian football, S.J. Green of Montreal with a fantastic catch for a two-point conversion. Montreal didn't win the game, Saskatchewan did, but S.J. Green made one of the best catches you're ever going to see. Best name of the week belonged to Na Young Choi at the Jamie Farr Classic near Toledo. This happened in Saturday's third round. It occurred on the par 3 8th. She teed off, hit it 132 yards right into the cup. Choi was the leader after 3. She won the tournament today. And favorite dude of the week was a gentleman by the name of Jack, who patrols the left field foul territory for the San Francisco Giants. He slipped and fell while going after the ball. They call these guys bald dudes in San Francisco. There wasn't anybody laughing at Jack because, well, they wanted the baseball. He looked around and he found a fan. And you should also know that Jack the bald dude is 89 years old. And that's some of the best of this past week. Those are our favorite things. And they're served up by Frisch's. We're here with Tom Walsh, a local guy who's come up with the ultimate sports list. And you can see it by going to TUSL.com, the ultimate sports list.com, or sports list is what they call it. We mentioned the Indianapolis 500. Number 10 on the list is number 9, and it's just down the road as well. The greatest 2 minutes of sports, the Kentucky Derby. According to a lot of sports fans, they would love to see the horses roar down the stretch in Louisville. I've been there for a lot of practices and things in the backside, but I've never been there for the race, and I think that still is a thrill.
You know, I went to the year Smarty Jones won, which I think was 2003.
Yeah, it'd be about that.
And the funny thing was there was a huge downpour between like the 6th and 7th race that day. And we were in the grandstand. Leaving that day, the people that were in the infield, it was a thing to see what these people looked like after spending the whole day out in the rain. But none of them left. They were all there for the whole day. And that's another event that, you know, that's a 2-week event. Because remember, we used to have the Delta Queen against the Belle of Louisville race, and that's an event. You've got the Oaks on Friday that literally goes on for 2 weeks. It culminates with the Derby.
So if you go to your list and somebody's done it, been there, maybe it will talk about places to go, places to eat, places to stay, that sort of thing?
Right. What our goal is for people that have been to the events. And we've already started to see this, and we're still pretty new, but we're starting to see people upload pictures, they can upload videos, they can upload their comments and their experiences, so that if you decide you want to go to an event based on this list, you can go to the page on our website and get some information. You know, here's a hotel to stay at, here's a good place to tailgate, you know, here's the restaurant or the bar to go to after the game. So we want it to become a resource for people that want to go.
That's great. Mike in White Oak is on the line. Mike, you're on Meyer Sports of All Sorts. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I guess you guys answered a lot of my thing about not United States things, but I'm wondering, is the World Cup on there? And more importantly to me, is the Rugby World Cup a choice I can choose from?
The World Cup, actually, the FIFA World Cup is on in 2 different ways. The final is ranked number 2. Behind the Summer Olympics, and we also put on a World Cup, an event to the non-final, so a preliminary game or preliminary match in the World Cup, and that also made the list. The Rugby World Cup, I believe, is number 20, so that also did make the list.
Did you get many people that said they have been to the World Cup, whether when it was the United States or whether it was overseas?
We've had a few people that were there when it was in the United States, and actually I have a friend who's there right now who's going to report back when he gets back and download some of his pictures and some of his thoughts about it.
Okay, ultimate sports list from Dean in Lakeside Park. Any game at Rupp Arena involving UK, any playoff game involving the Reds, any playoff game involving the Bengals. Dean, he's pretty easy to please,
I like
actually.
That.
Yeah, that's not bad. Now, again, this is not so much local. This is something that you've tried to spread out national. And so do you feel like you've got a greater emphasis from one part of the country to another?
In terms of how the events fall?
Yeah, and as far as, say, if you got a lot from the South, maybe you got an overabundance of NASCAR fans.
No, I think as you look through the list, just particularly in the United States, it really is spread out very well. I think we have an event in a hosted event in 33 of the 50 states. That'd be like the Reds opening day. It's always in Cincinnati. Or it would be Ohio State, Michigan. That's either in Ohio or Michigan. And then if you look at the rotating events, which could have been the World Cup when it was here, the NCAA tournament, the Super Bowl, I think we've touched like 43 of the 50 states. So is it concentrated in any one area? No. Maybe a little more where the population centers are bigger, but for the most part, we're pretty much all around the country.
Yeah. Do you see it as a fluid list?
Absolutely. What we're going to do is we keep the voting booth open all the time. So that, this is no first Tuesday in November. You can go in and vote anytime you want, and we're going to re-release the list every year. So based on, obviously we had a good-sized sample do the initial vote, but as more and more people get involved, the group of voters will be bigger, and I think the value of the list will be better.
Okay. We'll continue with Tom Walsh in just a minute. We're looking for your ultimate sports list. Tom works on his, as you can see, every day. Maybe your ultimate sports event would be the Tour de France and see Lance Armstrong compete. 139 miles of cycling started in Rotterdam today, and there were some real bottlenecks along the stretch. 3 crashes. They caused a real mess for everyone. Everyone but Alessandro Patacchi, who won the stage. Armstrong is in 4th place.
Welcome to Myers Sports of all sorts. Here's your chance to be a part of Cincinnati's longest-running sports talk show. Call us at 749-9999 or send us an email